have to backward point. No run, another dot ball. Especially in the foul play, dot balls are worth gold, yeah.
So that line and length is just so important. They tucked him up, wicket to wicket, middle leg.
Good start to the over. Can he finish off the last 4 overs of this, 4 balls of this last over in the power play? Third ball, 6 over. Danger of the wicket now.
Over mid wicket. He's clipped it over mid wicket. It's gone into space. Can the boundary rider get around? Gets around comfortably. And they push for 3. These two will really push the field. That's good running for 3 there.
Short mid wickets in. Deep square just running around, cutting off the boundary. Keeping it down to 3. But really well played, Papele. Also playing to his strength at this stage. Not a big lover of the bull shot. Look at the field now. 2 boundary riders out. Will be deep at wicket and square leg. Third man coming up into the ring.
Good length that from Dudgeon there. He's got the 2 guys on the leg side on the boundary. That is the longer boundary. It's a tactic there to bowl it a bit straight. But now they've brought mid-wicket in the circle and have put the deep point out. Just to allow himself that measure to also bowl a bit wider if possible.
Interesting off the 1 ball, changing it to Jordan. Let's see what he does next ball.
Jordan Herman drives straight to mid-off. Feels that he probably missed out there. That was a foolish length. Just couldn't pierce the offside.
Almost like he's not there with the timing as yet. Bit early on that one maybe. Timing not there. But a much better over from Danjon at this stage. Only gone for the 3. 1 ball left in his second over.
Worked for 1 there to the offside. And that's the end of the power play. The Warriors are 49 for 1. An ideal start for the home side.
Robert, I do think with the batting lineup they've got, at this stage anything goes. I mean, they've got 14 overs left. They've got a proper up front. They've got a good start at this stage. 14 overs to go. We've got stuff. Kishish to come, Pat Creer as well. And we've got Marco Janssen at the back end as well. It'll be interesting to see how they're going to use him. Known to hit the long ball as well. As well as Andile Mogogane. He's not scared to go downtown. Erlang starting his second over now to Jordan Herman. Power play has been done.
Herman rocks back. Unfortunately didn't time that. It's a dot. As we've been saying, you don't want Mr. Tristan Stubbs to be sitting with those pads on for too long. They've got full license to go here. Oh, what a shot. That's a serious cricket shot. Hit behind point. Reverse sweep there. That's 4 more.
For the first time this season he's pulled that shot out. Just ensuring the bowler doesn't give him too much room or goes too straight at this stage. And that would keep Erlang thinking about the line of length he's bowling at this stage. Even though it's got long on, long off and sweep out, deep square. As soon as the batters start playing those shots, it gets difficult. Going a bit wider, that ball keeping a bit lower, maybe a bit full for that shot. Jordan Herman looking for runs here. He's not holding back.
Cuts. Finds a sweeper.
It's also important for the fielding team to sum up quite quickly the pace of the wicket, getting the guys in the right positions here. See already the sweepers are going a lot straighter, not square, because of the slow nature of the wicket.
Pillay cuts and misses. It's a bit too close for him there. Nice and tidy here from Erlang, despite the 4. He's kept it tight after that.
Last ball of his second over now.
That's a big appeal. Mr. Arnold Jacobs says not out. They were convinced they're the bowler and the keeper, but no luck there. And the change of over. Warriors are 54 for 1 after 7, with Herman on 8 and Pillay on 20.
Any ball from off spinner with a big drive, if it plays and misses, you go up. You never know. Especially if the keeper joins in. It's always good to appeal now and then, even though if you're not out, keeping the umpires on their feet, yeah? Got a change in bowling from the park drive. Beg your pardon, from duck pond end. With Kumalo coming in now from the duck pond end.
So important that you start off while here as a change in bowling. Because I think the previous 2 overs has been really good overs for the Tuskers. So no pressure on Kumalo, but he needs to hit his straps nice and early.
The right time around the wicket, Jordan Herman. Just turned to deep square for the 1. Military medium at this stage. I do think the batsman would like him to bowl that pace to them. Won't be ideal to bowl that pace halfway down the wicket for these 2. Coming a right arm around the wicket to both of them. Marlow at the wicket now.
So but to straight that, he took towards fine leg. But I would think he would have hit that more for 4, that one. It was shortish on his legs to his strength. But he finds fine leg and he only gets 1.
Score moves up to 56 for 1 now. In the 8th over. Kumalo halfway through his first over with this delivery, coming into Jordan Herman now. At the wicket now.
So again, he down to the fine leg region, and they just get 1.
Will be interesting to see if both batsmen would like to get inside that ball and go for the boundary down to square leg or deep square.
I think with the field placing here, he's looking to bowl straight, and he's done just that with a long one on the boundary, square leg on the boundary, and a fine leg on the boundary. And it's to allow the batters to hit the bigger boundary. Let's see this one. Oh, he Pillay middles that, and that's 6 more. That's a maximum. 3rd time unlucky for Kumalo. They hit this one out of the middle, and you can add 6 more to the total.
Difficult to put the fielder there. Fine leg fetching that ball. Like we said, if he's going to pull it back too short, it might just be a freebie for the 2 guys out in the middle bowling into them. And that ball's gone all the way for 6. Score moves up to 63. 7.4 overs into the Warriors innings.
And there's a vibe at St. George's Park. There's dancing, and it's the brass band at it. 1 to fine leg. So important is to rotate strike, especially after boundary. And that's 10 so far of the first 5 balls from this over.
Definitely bowling to his field at this stage, but we're more concerned about that ball that's just too short. Pulling back that one just a bit too much and over. The last ball of his first over of the 8th over. Kumalo in, past the umpire, now delivers. Pulled out all the way to deep square. It will just be the single. End of the 8th over now, 65 for 1. A good start by the Warriors, going at 8.1 and over.
Gee, with that being said, with the Warriors 65 for 1 after 8, I don't think the Tuskers has bowled too brilliantly, to be honest with you, and I also feel the Warriors can also be telling themselves they could have been a bit more further ahead in the game. I think the Tuskers wouldn't be too unhappy with 65 for 1 after 8. What's your thoughts?
If we have to look at the Tuskers bowling at this stage, I mean, at this stage, I would like to think that the Warriors are scoring of the bad balls being bowled. Not a lot of effort and thinking for them. Waiting for the bad ball, putting the bad ball away. Erlang in. And that was very well bowled. Taking off the pace, keeping the ball back. Herman going through bat and pad, but hitting the bat pad, no run. But Robbie, I totally agree with you. I don't think the Warriors will be too glad. I do think they could have 15 or 20 short maybe. Punched out by Herman to deep square. Beg your pardon, deep cover, just getting the one. Almost get the idea like the Warriors are trying too hard, not playing each ball on merit.
It's just so important how we set up in these T20s. The Warriors got no bashes up front. So it's a proper stroke players in Breedskip, Pillay and Herman.
Bit of a miss time through, a vacant mid-wicket, they will only take the one. Herman sends back Pillay. Looking to punch the ball through covers, getting inside edge to the vacant mid-wicket. If we look at the field at this stage, there's nobody in the inner ring on the leg side. Apart from a short 45. Got a deep square long on and mid-wicket out. Erlang backing himself to bowl outside off in case he pulls one short. Fourth ball. Push back straight to the bowler. This is good bowling by Erlang. Only gone for 17. 2 balls left in his third over.
Just got to feel something is going to give soon here. Something's got to happen here. And he goes downtown. Here we go. In the air. And it's down. Dajin drops the catch. Too composed. I think could have made more ground than getting a better catching position. And he just held back a bit and he had to dive forward. And unfortunately it goes down.
Not the best effort from him there. Running in, Erlang, last ball. Bat and pad together, dot ball, that's the end. End of the 9th over.
So good from Erlang this. First over went for 10. The moment he's bowled 3 overs, 1 for 18. So the next two only went for 8. I said Tuskers has clawed it back a bit here.
Rob, it's interesting to think at this stage, you would like to know what's going on in the clouds for both sides at this stage. I mean, the Warriors will have a plan beforehand, looking to bat at certain targets. Same with the Tuskers, keeping them to certain targets, certain overs. But with this start, you would like to see the Warriors get up to 200 at least.
Oh, they had a great start to the power play, G.
Khumalo in now.
Herman gives himself room. It's straight to mid-off, unfortunately.
It's like he's just not timing the ball at this stage. He's trying to hit the ball too hard. Might also be the lack of pace from Khumalo. Bowling well at this stage, 1 for 11.
Herman again. Gives himself more room. Stays low. It's up and down here at St. George's Park.
Sometimes I do get the idea that batsmen premeditate a shot and then, like that one, I don't think that ball was that bad. I do think it was drivable, but getting the front leg out of the way, no weight going into the shot there. Khumalo in, third ball. Punched out to covers on the boundary, getting the one.
Beautiful change of pace there from Khumalo, and he lands it in the block hole.
Good bowling once again. It will also be interesting to see later what the Warriors' bowling plan would be. The bowlers will be taking off the pace. Someone like Marco Jansen storming in. Khumalo in now, fourth ball.
And straight up in the air. Dajin comes around and he makes no mistake this time. And that's the end of Pillay. It was bound to happen. Build up of dots, build up of pressure, and something gives. Pillay departs for 29. The Warriors are 69 for 2 after 9.4.
Pillay gone for 29 of 23. 1 4, 2 sixes. Do think, like I said, always all the dots building up, not getting off strike. 69 for 2, 2 balls left in the 10th over. And we have got Tristan Stubbs walking out. 71 games, top score of 80. Averaging 28, but the more important thing is the strike rate. What would be the plan at this stage?
It's just not a bad thing to get Stubbs in here after 9.4. Yes, they lost the wicket. You just feel like he's probably the batter at the moment in the lineup here. And you want him also to get in as early as possible.
Also think in his case, for him it's easy to catch up if he concedes a few dot balls. He can hit the ball miles. And St. George's would be a bit small. He can take all the way the balls, can go all the way to the harbour, yeah. Kumalo facing a big job here, running into Tristan Stubbs at this stage. 2 balls to go in the 10th over. Scores 69 for 2. And it'll be interesting to see what Robbie P is thinking of a target at this stage.
Kumalo into Stubbs. Inside edge there to the square leg region. And he's off the mark. There's one there. It's so important for these two. These two played such a vital role for the Sunrisers, this partnership. And here they're at it again.
It'll be interesting to see what their mindset will be. Playing for their, not just playing for their franchise now, not for the SA20 sides. A lot to play for here. Stubbo being part of the SA setup already. Jordan Herman fighting for a spot to get there. Kumalo in now. Oh.
Gives himself room and unfortunately finds catching cover, short cover. Dot ball. Also give credit here to the Tuskers here. It's been a good small spell for them where they've bowled well.
They've come back quite well on the 4 overs after the power play here. They've done really well. 70 for 2 after 10, going at 7s. And we have a bowling change from the Park Drive end.
Looks like Mushlet was into the attack here. Mushletwa played a few seasons here for Eastern Province Cricket before making his way up to the Tuskers to play Division 1 cricket. Out and out all-rounder.
Tristan Stubbs facing his second ball now. From Mushletwa. Third man finding out. Deep square and sweeper. Just bowling middle leg, push it back to mid-wicket, no run. Just looking at the bowler first. No problems there.
So nice to see from the Tuskers. They still got 5 in the circle, knowing the importance of dots here. Still mud on and mud off here in the circle. So good.
Very important to transfer the pressure back to the batting unit.
Stubbs goes over mid-wicket. Finds grass with a bit of spin. Fielder runs past it. And it's 2 more. Tristan won't back away here. He's going to back himself. Also with these two up here, mud on and mud off, you think that the plan is to change pace and to bowl in the wicket, not to allow the batters to hit comfortably straight.
I do think for some other reason Tristan Stubbs' bat is a bit broader. He likes walking down the wicket. He'll cover anything. Reflect Wayne again. Awkward shot, just blocking that ball to the keeper over the wicket. Waiting for the ball, playing it nice and late.
Change of pace yet again. I think they've summed up the wicket here, the Tuskers. And there's now a plan in place on how they're going to approach the rest of the innings here.
Do you think it's important not to bowl 6 different deliveries here? We've got change in the field, the filings coming up, long on going out back to the boundary. Seeing that Stubber was eyeing long on. Kekwa in again.
Down the wicket. Oh, it's pass point there in the gap. Not convincing from Stubbs, but he gets 2 more.
Just rolling his fingers over that ball, getting a bit of movement actually. Almost like a quick leg spin. But not getting to the pitch of the ball, but still going through with his shot. 2 more added to the score, 74 for 2 now. 2 balls left in the 11th over. And it's a good start by Kletwa. 2 balls left. At the wicket now. Good fielding by short mid wicket. Adelan coming around quite quick there. Stubbo definitely middling that ball. Getting no runs. The don't want to speak on the bowler's hand, but this will be the best over of the game for the Tuskers. 1 ball left. Last ball of the 11th over.
Need to square leg for 1. And that's the end of the 11th, with the Warriors 75 for 2. With Herman on 14 and Stubbs on 6.
Really good comeback by the Tuskers here after that flying start. Really
After the power play, the Tuskers were going at 9s. The Warriors were going at 9s, and the Tuskers has pulled it back very nicely here with a run rate only of 6.8 here for the Warriors.
We've got another bowling change from the Duck Pond end. Sean Noble coming in, left arm coming around the wicket probably. Would like to dart it into the legs here. Left arm coming around the wicket. Got deep square, mid wicket, long on, long off. And a sweep on the offside. 5 guys out, in at the wicket now.
It's hit to the sweeper in the gap there. That's 1.
Also well done by the Tuskers at this stage to manage the troops out in the field, getting in the correct positions. One side being a bit bigger, cutting off the boundaries. Coming over the wicket now to Jordan Herman. Just darting that one in, middle and leg. No run. Knowing not to give Jordan Herman any room to get his arm swinging. As we say that, he goes down the wicket, punching it to long on, long off for 1.
So we've got that feeling again here, G. It's been a while here since a boundary. Both batters looking to get a move on, knowing they've got a few batters still lined up. Stubbs gives himself room. It's inside out. It's a beautiful stroke. 1 bounce 4. Sheer timing, sheer class from the young man.
Brilliant shot, especially with long off out. Just opening the bottom hand, getting the ball a bit wider. Even though long off is almost staying on deep extra cover, still gets the ball to his right hand side. Always left hand as we're looking. Good batting. Immediately a bit quicker by the left arm spinner, getting it in there. Stubbs frustrated with himself there. Not happy.
Just so important here for Nofal to get it right. Because you know any margin of error is so slim against Stubbs. Punch down the wicket for 1. That's 7 of the over. And the platform is set here for these two to absolutely unleash.
82 for 2 after 12. Got German Herman on 15, Tristan Stubbs on 12. 48 balls left in this innings. What target do you think is a set target here, Robbie?
See, if Stubbs gets going here, you just never know, eh?
That's also true. You might have to close park drive as well. He might hit his own flat, even here at the back.
You never know. He's got to hope the robots is on red here outside to stop the ball as well.
I mean, if you've got Pat Clear coming in next, even he can hit a long ball as well. So there's a lot of firepower left.
Just never know. But from here, they're looking minimum 160. Minimum, they'll be happy with 160. Stubbs goes backwards, square. That's 4 more. Musletwa tried to follow him, and Stubbs reacts, and it's 4.
A little bit of a schoolboy error there. Never follow the batsman. Stay to your lines. Do not follow the batsman, and Stubbs not missing out on that half track and medium pace down leg. Even to the largest side of the field, still goes for 4. Robbie, I do agree with what you're saying. 160 minimum if you double the score after 12. I do think that will be a good score. Competitive score at this stage. Second ball.
It's foolish. He's given himself room. It's in the air. Touching under it. Safe hands. And it's a massive breakthrough for the Tuskers. That's the end of Stubbs. Change of pace. Forcing him to try and take it on over mid-off. Well bowled. Good catch. Composed. Well bowled here from the Tuskers. They are right back in this game.
Warriors losing their third wicket on 86 now. Big wicket of Tits and Stubbs walking back. But definitely decided to start going for the runs now. First ball halfway down the wicket. Second ball going back deep in the crease. Wanting to go over long off or mid off being up. And we've got Pat Creer walking out. Clearly that's a sign that they want more runs on the board now. He played a few gem of a knock during the SA 20, finishing off games in style. Got a bit more time here, doesn't have to go blasting from ball one. But I do not think that will make a difference in his game plan.
Massive partnership this year now. Also loads of pressure on Jordan Herman. You just got to feel he's the one that's got to bat a bit deep here for the Warriors to post a competitive total. After a poor start from the Tuskers, they've really adjusted well.
Definitely agree with you, Robbie. The guys have definitely dug into it. Ketwa in again. Straying down the leg. Off the pad, keeper does well to get around there, save the runs. Another dot ball. At this stage, each and every dot in the last 8 is worth gold. Like I said, this is a big partnership for them. Also the bowlers have to bowl in partnership, yeah? Good pressure from both ends.
So they've just adjusted their lanes, they've adjusted their pace according to the wicket by the looks of it. They've really thought on their feet. Might not have been plan A, but they've adapted here and executed plan B very well.
It's been very impressive. All the guys have been bowling to their field apart from like basically 2 balls. Really good bowling. As we say that.
Change of pace yet again. It's working. They got the remedy. They just don't need to do anything different. They need now the Warriors need to do something different.
Pat Creer so far down the wicket, looks like he's batting on the other end. Wanting to get some pace on the ball at this stage.
We just know it's going to probably be a slower ball, most of these balls now, the last 7 overs.
Jet waiting for the last ball, 13th over. That's been flicked out to deep square leg. Only the one. Bat Creer off the mark. Asking, it looks like you're asking for a new bat. This one does not have enough middle for him. That's the end of the 13th over, 87 for 3 now. Pat Creer on 1, Jordan Herman on 15, being starved off strike a bit. Not seen a lot of balls lately. And the Sean Oval coming in for his second over, his first over only going for 7. Let's see what Pat Creer will do. We've got long off going out, long on, deep square mid wicket as well as a sweeper. Immediately opening the blade, hitting the ball through the covers. Will be coming back for 2. Jordan Herman says yes. And that's 2 runs. Hit powerfully. Pat Creer moves up to 3. 89 for 3 now into the 14th over. Change in the field. Point being brought over to short mid wicket. Might just be a change of line for the bowler.
Kruger cuts. Straight to short third man. It's another dot.
Nothing but middle from the bat there. A meter left or right, and that was a boundary. And once again, the field is coming back.
Kruger cuts again, this time pass point, finds the gap, and that's 4 more. Executed the gap brilliantly there.
It does make it difficult to bowl to Pat Creer. Anything just wide of the wickets will go for 4 on the offside, and wicket to wicket might see the side screen in play. He's so strong on the front foot, Pat Kruger. Brilliant shot, flashing the bat behind square.
Goes or tries to go downtown. It's too long on. Runs the hard one first. The first one very hard there, and it's only one.
You can definitely see what the idea is with Pat Kruger coming in. Not worried about how it looks, going all the way. Fifth ball of the 14th over now. No ball to Jordan Herman.
It's over, cover, inside out, that's 4 more. Ever reliable Jordan Herman. That's him again.
Brilliant shot being started by Strike. First time, long time he's faced, just giving himself some room. Carving it inside out over cover. The vacant deep cover region, 4 more. 98 for 3 now.
Runs hard into the mid-wicket region. Turns for 2. Great running there. Serious running. Find the gap there behind deep square. And it's 100 up for the Warriors after 14 overs. Took them 85 balls. That included 10 fours and 3 sixes. Must say, Jordan Herman has really been a banker for the Warriors in all formats of the game since he's made his move down from up north here to us here on the coast here at the Warriors.
Totally agree. I think he's one of those guys that adapts himself well. He knows his game, knows his strong points, always plays a hard game. And he knows when to grit down and stay there and when to go all guns blazing. Like at this stage, he's 21 is worth gold here. Just staying there, playing the anchor role. Declared by 83rd over now. Oh.
Pat goes, he's must hit that deep square running in. Oh, and a good effort though, but he runs past it. And there's 2 more there. It really looks like an awkward length to hit that. That good foolish length. Seen a few times now. Not comfortably hitting it over the mid-off region. Change of pace yet again.
It's always nice as a coach to see a fielder going for the catch rather than backing back. That's a good effort even though the ball was short. 2 batsmen just converging, just having a small little chat.
Change of field. As we say that, finally it comes into the circle and mid-off goes down to the boundary to long off. Let's see if there's a change of line here. But wide. Kruger felt he missed out there.
Once again, a bit of premeditation there, getting on the front foot and swinging as hard as can. 102 for 3 now. 34 balls left to get up to that 160. We would say that would be a par score at this stage.
.4 overs left here. 150 minimum hopefully here for the Warriors. Kruger goes. He's hit that straight to the sweeper.
Brilliant.
He's muddled it, but what a catch on the boundary. Again, change of a pace, back of a length. Schletwa strikes yet again.
Shackleton just running around, looks like he's plucking apples out of a tree there. Not difficult. A brilliant catch. That ball was traveling. Pat Kruger gone for 10 of 11 balls. Hitting 1-4. But clearly he was sent in.
New batters, Marco Jansen. Also proven record here of a good finisher.
Plank walking out, clearly he's not there to get singles. He hates running. He will definitely be clearing the front leg. And I would love to see somebody bowling against the head here. That's a proper bouncer. Marco being sent in a bit earlier to have a go at it. Kletwa picking up his second wicket now. It's only gone for 12, busy with his third over. 3 balls left in the 15th over.
Change of pace yet again. If it works, why change it, they say?
Never change your winning plan. If we just look at the toss at this stage, 34 games being played here, day, night, and it's 50% all, 16-1, 16 loss, and 2 no results. So there is nothing in the toss at this stage. Warriors 102 for 4 after 14.4. 32 deliveries left. What can they muster here? Kletwa in once again. Little dab behind point. Gets the 1. Janssen off the mark. Down to third man. 103 for 4 now. 1 ball left in the 15th over.
It'll be interesting to see how Erlang uses his bowlers in the last 5. He's got a few, most of the bowlers have got a few overs left. But who do you run to? Who do you go to? Well, we see spin.
It's also interesting to look at the 2 bowling attacks. Look at the Warriors having 3 outright quicks. Proper quicks. How they're going to adjust their plans here. It will be nice to see Andre Roquier storming in once again. First time. Kletwa last ball of his 3rd over now. Off the pad, down to the keeper, no run. That's the end of the 15th over, 103 for 4. But Kletwa going for only 13 in his 3 overs. He'll definitely have 1 in the bank here. Will be nice to see who will be bowling now.
Marco Jansen has really established himself as an out-and-out all-rounder, G.
Totally agree with that. It's funny what a bit of confidence can do with ball in hand and you get bat in hand.
And it's a vibe at St. George's Park. Crowd is out here, and as you know, the band is at it.
It's always nice when you bring your kids to the cricket and they're playing cricket under the scoreboard. No idea what's going on, but they're at the cricket.
And Schlabela is back into the attack. He opened the bowling, where his 1 over went for 5.
Definitely a plan here, bowling to Marco Jansen, left arm coming around. Just dabs at dot ball. I do not think this will take long before he gets down on the 1 knee. See if he can hit the ball into the stadium swimming pool. Clever in it once again. Flicks it up, deep square leg, just gets the 1. Jordan Herman on 21 now. Clever will still be bowling around the wicket. Look at the field. We've got long on now, deep square leg and a mid wicket.
It's also just been difficult for Herman to start his innings with wickets falling around him, knowing that there's a lot of accountability on him here.
He's 21 coming off 25 balls at this stage. Having to work hard with the wickets going down on the other end, even though the guys were blazing runs. With the offside now, the offside will be going square of the wicket. Deep square point. Left arm around the wicket, what will the plan be here?
Herman goes to the long on boundary, fielder coming in, it's a great diving catch. And it's a strike again, Schlabela strikes. Warriors in trouble.
104 for 4 now. 104 for 5 in the 16th over after a great start in the power play. Throwing this good start away a bit, but once again the Tuskers adapting better, I do think, with ball in hand, taking pace off, keeping the batsman wondering. And this is really good bowling. 104 for 5 after 15.3.
Kashila joins Jansen at the crease.
Herman gone for 21 of 26. Only 2 fours. More important, there were 13 dots, and that's what got to him. Wanted to get a move on. do know Kiolas running between the wickets. This could get quite interesting with him and Marco Janssen. Every 4 steps of Q will be 2 of Marco Janssen, so it might be quite easy. Also know that Gisle is quite innovative with a bat in hand. Likes dabbing, pulling out the reverse sweeps and paddles. The field's staying the same. We've got deep square, mid wicket, long on, long off, and a square sweep out. 2 guys behind point on the offside. Cover in a short 45, the guys in the ring.
Slabela in again. Too long on for 1.
All of a sudden that 160 looks far away as a far score.
I wonder what they'll take. What will the Warriors take now, G? What will they be happy with? What they think they can defend?
I do think if you look at the bowling attack, I do think even with Cameron Delport coming off, it might be Clever in once again. Just punch down the ground for 1 to long off. Just taking the 1. I do think 140, they'll be happy to defend 140 maybe with a bowling attack. But also like we said, T20 cricket's different. You only need 2 overs that can change the entire game. Last ball for 16th over now. Off the back foot punch through the covers for 1 to cover sweeper coming in. Just a 1 run. And Gisle keeping the strike. End of 16 overs. 107 for 5. Great fight back here by the Tuskers.
Straight to complete the spell. Hoping to close off a good spell here.
3 overs, only gone for 13. Picking up 2 big wickets. Be interesting to see what his plan will be here. Obviously running the fingers once again. Taking the pace off. Gisle taking strike for the first time against them. "24 balls left, legitimate balls, also extras being only 1 at this stage." Kletwa in, first ball of his last over.
Point caught! That's another one! That's a Mashletwa show! He strikes yet again.
Bowling it back of a length, Asar off. Gisle going on the cut shot, but there's a man in the way. 2 off 3. That's the end of him. 107 for 6 now. And it's a bit of a shambles in the Warriors batting order at this stage. Self-destruction once again. But also brilliant bowling by the Tuskers after the power play. Probably, like I said, summing up the wicket quite quickly. And getting everything in the correct place, bowling to the field.
This has been very good from the Tuskers. And they've really backed up their decision here to win the toss and to bowl first. As Mokhakane joins Janssen here at the crease.
Playing against his old teammates. He would love to prove a point here at this stage. He knows how to hold the bat. He can bat properly. Top score 52. 23 balls left in this innings. Dile Mokhakane walking out.
"107 for 6. 17 legitimate balls left here.
Brilliant bowling by Mtekwa. 3.1 overs, 3 for 13. Dream start to the competition for him. Ina. Another dot ball. 107 for 6 it stays. 20 balls to go in this innings. 22 balls. It's also difficult for Marco Janssen to have a go at it now. Batting a bit thin after this. I would not like to tell André Mortier that I don't rate him as a batsman. But we have to be honest.
That's clipped off his legs. Square leg back paddles can't get there. 1 bounce 4. A much needed boundary for the Warriors. But risky.
Cannot think that the captain and the bowler is happy there. It's not nice if you've got a deep square out, the ball goes over your head for 1 bounce 4. To the long side of the fence, of the field, well played.
Fielder raises his arms and is very apologetic over there. Now that's +4 to the total.
Moved up to Nelson for 6 now. Chetwa in 4th ball, his last over. Off the pad, no run. Looking at the umpire, begging him, don't touch me.
Mugakane looking to come at the ball here, taking a few strides down the wicket.
Probably it will be interesting to see what a guy like Marquardt Andries Nortje will be doing with the ball in hand with the pace that they bowl on this wicket. Chetwa in, 2 balls left, his last over now. At the wicket now. Wants to drive the ball on the up, squeezes out the deep square. It's coming back for 2, that's good running. That's really good running. Mugakane coming back for the 2nd. Wanting to hit the ball on the up through the covers. Big thick inside edge to the vacant square leg. And 1-1-3 for 6, 1 ball left in the 17th.
It's so important with the situation here where they're bowling so well, just doing a rotate strike. Play and miss, and you do feel that the Warriors, there's been too many dots as well here, even though the Tuskers has really bowled well. That's really well bowled that from Andile Mshletshwa. He's bowled his 4 overs, 3 for 19. It's a serious bowling effort.
1-1-3 for 6 after 17, going at 6.6 over. It's come down from the 9 during the power play. That is really good bowling. 4 overs, 3 for 19, only 2 fours. That was brilliant bowling. 12 dot balls, that's the important part. Putting up pressure there. 18 legitimate balls to go now. Bella coming in from the duck pond end. 3rd over. Reverse 4-1 to the short 3rd. Premeditated there by Janssen. Getting the 1 run. Oh, really good running there, Mugakane. Realizing the fielders back on the ring, getting the 1. I do think minimum requirement from here for the batting side is run a ball. Just scraping to over 130 from here, run a ball. Do you think they would need more than that? Got a few big hitters there in the Tusker side as well. Guy like Cameron Delport. They were in again. Just the 1 too long off. Getting the 1. Getting the runner ball that's needed at this stage. Getting Janssen back on strike.
His long levers are going to do something special here, G. He's got to do something.
Bella in.
Here he goes! Here he goes! And it's on the boundary. It's at the catch. Yes, it is. Great boundary work. Ran around the boundary. Threw it back inside. Got his body back inside and takes the catch.
Janssen not sure the bowler took it. Shackleton running around once again. Another good catch. The 2 umpires getting together. I don't know who would like to ask. Yeah, they've been given out. That was a good catch on the deep at wicket boundary. He's gone for 4 of 7. Game of inches. And they lose their 7th wicket, the Warriors. 115 for 7. Now this is interesting. Andries Nortje walking out in his Warrior clothes with the bat in hand. And it will be quite interesting to see. He does rate himself as a proper batsman, Andries Nortje.
Well, geez, played 35 times, batted 35 times in a T20 game. He's averaging 7.8.
I'm not telling him to his face he can't bat. Especially with ball in hand.
He's going to be steaming in here in a bit, especially with looks like a low total to defend. He'll be raring to go here.
115 for 7, 17.3 overs gone. Now we've had a mini slump here by the Warriors. Labella in once again. Always nice to get the good full ball first up. And Andre Grootkeers off. 1 of 1. Making it look easy. Labella really bowling well. He had 2.4 overs, 2 for 12. Left arm coming around, throwing it up there. Really good bowling.
Straight down to the long of boundary for 1. 17.5 bowled. 117 for 7. Who would have thought after the start the Warriors had? Well, they were 48 for 1 after the power play. And the Tuskers have crawled themselves back here.
Andre Grootkeers waiting on the back foot, just punching it to the covers. And that's the end of the 18th over. Labella, 3 overs, 2 for 13. Definitely lack of pace working out here. And that will be Budaza coming back for his final over. Sorry, he's got 2 overs left, so he'll end with 3 overs in the game.
Also, G, if you just look at the Warriors scoreboard, with Briansky 25, Belay 29, Stubbs 16. They also gave themselves a chance. They got themselves in also. So they also have to be kicking themselves, and none of them could kick on here.
I think that's the worst part of this stage, guys, getting in, making 20s. And T20 cricket, 20 is just not enough. We have to get up there. 20 means you are set. You can see the ball summed up the wicket. So like you said, I do think 25, 29, 21, just not good enough up front there. Hence it was a good start, but the Tuskers has pulled it back quite nicely. 12 legitimate balls to go.
Budaza to come in around the wicket. Tumokakane. He'll be bowling into his body, so he can into the long side here. Into the wicket, into the surface, slower ball, well bowled.
Batsman fending that one off with the left chest. At least he got in line there. Bowling to his field, he's got a deep square and finally gets back. Once again, sticking to the plan.
Michael Erlang being very proactive here, as he's been here whole innings, chatting to his bowler. Change of field. Schletwa goes to the boundary, square leg boundary. And they bring Schlabela into the circle. Just a straight swap. So Schletwa probably feels more comfortable on the boundary. And they swap again. Finally it comes into the circle. So there's a deep square and a deep mid wicket. And a long on, a long off, and a sweep on the offside. Looking to bowl straight, wicket to wicket.
Second ball, his third over.
Change of pace. Been so good.
But I do get an idea sometimes the batsmen obviously premeditate a lot. But it's also if you get a half volley outside off, you can't want to run that ball down to third man.
Also just think Giami Mokhakane has now walked down the wicket a few times. And he's also trying to create the pace, which is understandable. But with that, if you're trying to walk down the wicket, meaning that you're looking to hit straight, which is not easy. Whereas he can also just wait and hit it behind square.
Definitely.
As he does right that over there, but that's to the square leg. And that's 1.
Out to the long side, 117 now, 118 for 7 after 18.3. Really good bowling here by the Tuskers, putting it back quite nicely.
Most of the modes of dismissals here has been the Warriors batters trying to clear mid on and long on. and long off and mid off.
Just getting the one there. Nortje getting off strike. Giving the batsman the opportunity to hit the ball here. 119 for 7. 8 balls left in the innings. Going at 9 during the power play. 54 after the first 6. A really good comeback here by the Tuskers.
They've complemented each other so well, this bowling unit here after that power play.
Udaza in second last ball. Hit out to deep. Deep cover coming back for the 2. That was good fielding for Shackleton, running around once again. Udaza taking off the pace, just rolling his fingers over that ball again. Batsman is struggling with the timing. Really good bowling once again. Khokani moving up to 11 now, 1-2-1 for 7. Last ball of the 19th over.
Goes straight, long on coming in, underneath the ball, and it's another one. It's another strike for the Tuskers in familiar fashion this innings. Scored a long on. 128 for 8 after 19. A super start, but an even better comeback from the Tuskers.
If you look at everything now, do you think the Tuskers will be the happiest side here going into the quick break? Andile Mogokane gone for 11 of 12 balls, hitting the 1 boundary. And 121 for 8 now. Neelan van Heerden walking out. New batsman at the crease. We've got 6 balls to go. And not ideal start for the batting unit tonight. Bela to finish his 4 overs now. And 3 overs, 2 for 13. And it will be interesting to see what the approach will be here. We have seen Andrej Nortje hit big ones. What will he do from here? As we say that, the ball squirted out to deep at wicket. Van Heerden wants to come back for 2. Only the 1. Score 1-2-2 for 8, 5 balls to go in the Warriors innings. And Neelan van Heerden left hand taking guard with 5 balls to go in the innings.
Should probably just try and get 1 here so that Nokia can charge the shorter boundary. It doesn't matter how they come at this stage for the Warriors, they're in desperate need to get more score here on the total.
We're looking at they have to score minimum of 8 runs of this 5 balls, get the score up to 130 at least. 122 for 8, 5 balls to go. Neelan van Heerden facing up. Bela, 3.1 overs, 2 for 14. This is brilliant bowling by the left arm spinner.
Oh, it's a chance. That's silly. It's suicidal. That's a wicket. That's run out.
And that's how you do not want to go out, hit the ball to the bowler and say yes. And you get a run out. Unfortunately, the chip back to the bowler. 122 for 9 now. 4 balls left. The correct idea, just not putting it down on paper correctly there.
Just so the importance, G, of just standing still and just looking for 1.
It's always making it difficult for yourself. Take out all the other equations. Make it easy as possible. Easy for us sitting here saying that. Playing a bit of social cricket now and then. For our job, luckily.
Siasa mate who joins Andrej Nortje at the crease.
Just needs to get 1, get to the other side. Bela in once again. And that will be the 1 they want. Too long off. Just the 1 of 1. 1, 2, 3 for 9 now. And there's 3 balls left in the innings. Do you think Andrej Nortje will try and face all 3 of them? he is highly unlikely going to block. Big swing down the ground to long on, gets to 1. 1, 2, 4 for 9. 2 balls left in the innings. Semetu facing up, second ball. Punching it out and offside, getting the 1-2 point. 1-2-5. And definitely Anders Nokia will be swinging as hard as he can here. Kabela in, last ball, 4th over. And he goes, not middling it completely. And that's gone. Kabela picks up his 3rd wicket, 4 overs, 3 for 17 of the final ball of the Warriors innings. Warriors all out for 125 of the last ball. Brilliant bowling by Kabela. 4 overs, 3 for 17. And Nkletwa 4 overs, 3 for 19. Pulling it back for the Tuskers. Tuskers needed to go at 6.2 and over. And I do think the Tuskers will be the happiest side at this stage.
Yes, definitely, Chi. As we've discussed and mentioned throughout the broadcast, that the way the Warriors started, they'll be very disappointed that they're only ending on 125 here. Yes, the Tuskers bowled well. They really adjusted their lines and their lanes. They changed their pace after the power play. And they executed beautifully. You do feel, as we mentioned earlier, with the starts with Brietsky on getting 25, Pillay 29, Herman 21, Stubbs 16. You do feel that they got themselves in and they could have adapted more to the wicket as well to give themselves also a competitive total. But so far as it stands, Tuskers are heading on this one, but you just can't write the Warriors off with the bowling attack of Jansen and Nokia.
I do not think the Warriors will be happy. The batting crew will not be happy. But like you said, they've got 125 on the board and 6 over to defend. And it will be nice to see after the break how the approach will be from both sides, batting and bowling.
Welcome back to Dafabet's St. George's Park as the Tuskers begin their chase after the Warriors scored a modest 125 in their allotted 20 overs, and at the same time also being bowled all out. With the bowling attack of Jansen Nokia, they'll be looking to run in hard here and get a few scalps early on, because that's the only way they can give themselves a chance, the Warriors here. The nice thing about chasing with this G is that you know what you need to get and you can plan accordingly.
Definitely agree with you, Rob. I also think it's, if you look at the bowling unit here as well, they've got a new ball in hand from both ends. Marco Jansen and Anas Norkia in the attack. Lilian van Heerden not shy to bowl a few quick balls as well. Definitely having a full out pace attack here. CSA T20 coming in with that left arm wrist sprint as well. And I won't mind being a captain of the side where I've got two Proteas opening the bowling for me with a new ball. Big job ahead here for the Tuskers, still having to go at 6.4 and over. Big score they're chasing here. But with the Tuskers having a guy like Cameron Delport for the T20s here. If he gets in this game, might be finished quite quick. He's not shy to go downtown as well. But we'll have to see, this might be a good change.
Also interesting here, G, is that the Warriors only one out-and-out spinner, Semetu. And we saw the role of spin here in the first innings, so it'll be interesting to see. We've also just seen Tristan Stubbs warm up now. So here we go, ball one of the Tuskers chase. Oh, it's a big appeal, and it's crashing into leg stump. Jansen, ball one, first wicket down, and the Warriors strike.
Dream start for the Warriors here. 1 ball, 1 wicket, 0 for 1. Captain having to walk back, light swing there. And this is what the Warriors wanted up front.
That's crashing into leg stump. Big player, Protea player, strikes up front. Captain gone.
And that's a dream start, Erlang. He would have kept up the one side rotating strike. Gone first ball of the Tuskers innings. And a dream start for Jansen. New batsman coming to the crease. Kumalo walking in 10 games. High score of 33 earlier this season versus the SA under-19s. And a big ask on his shoulders now.
So most ideal start for the Warriors here. The Tuskers will be looking at to consolidate. Also just knowing that it takes one partnership here to bat the Warriors out of the game. Full and straight.
Will be interesting to see what the idea and the plan will be here for Kumalu. Another left-hander coming in, second ball of the innings. Not expecting to be out there in the first innings or first over already. Jansen coming in for his second ball.
Beautifully bowled and a scamper for one. There's just one there.
Cameron Delport bit on his heels here at the non-striker's end.
Crowd fully behind the Warriors here as they know the importance of wickets.
Kumalo not happy walking around here at the non-striker's end. Looks like he might have done something to his ankle or his hand there.
Jansen in for the third ball. Oh, it's played straight, gets a big size 15s. Out does Marco and he stops it.
Good old paddle in the way there. The skis getting in the way.
No sign of pain from the big, tall bowler. Just got the big boot out in the way.
Delport just throwing the full face of the bat at that ball.
There's one thing we do know, G, is that Cameron Delport will still play his game, regardless of the situation.
That is so true. He's got no issue with what's going on around him. Jansen in again. Just stab to short, fine leg. Back of a length, just turn around. Bit love there. Not the most comfortable shot, turning it around the corner. Score moves up to 2 now. And 2 balls left in the first over. Jansen in, 5th ball, 1st over.
Bouncer. Good, well-directed bouncer. It's 1 for the over, says Mr. Jacobs.
Just making sure the batsman still knows who's in control, yeah. 1 short ball. Jansen just making sure that he understands he's not going to be in his half of the wicket the whole game. Last ball of the 1st over. Dream start for the Warriors here. 2 for 1. 1 ball to go.
Down the wicket. That's a set pass mid on. Taking the game to the Warriors. And that's 4 for Khumalo. And they're 6 for 1 after 1.
Deciding to show early what he's wanting to do here. Not waiting in the crease to do anything. Just shoveling down the wicket, hitting it down the ground. 6 for 1 after 1. And this is the moment we've been waiting for. Andrich Nortje in his comeback game, yeah. From the duck pond end. It'll be quite nice to see what he's doing tonight with the ball. Cameron Delport to face up the 1st ball. Andrich Nortje, 108 games. It's not a newcomer to this.
He's bowling with a breeze here, G. And it's not like he needs any invitation to bowl blitz.
It'll be quite interesting to see if he's going to hold back a bit. Andrich Nortje with the 1st ball of his 1st over back from injury. Definitely does not look like he's going to hold back tonight. Not bad 1st ball there. On the dot. And on the spot. Bowling to a guy that's also played more than enough cricket in his career. Cameron Delport.
Just so important, the importance of taking wickets in this power play was such a modest total from the Warriors. Also so important that the big name players in Jansen and Nokia paves the way in doing that.
Getting for his 2nd ball now. Full on the legs. Does not go up for the appeal. Outside leg, hitting the legs there. Scampers through for a leg by to short 3rd. Jansen on a wide-ish 2nd slip, just running around, cutting it off. And now this will be the test for young Khumalo here. Will he have the guts to walk down the wicket here to Andrich Nortje as well? 7 for 1.
Such a big moment for the young man to face Andrich Nortje here in this T20. Just to compare yourself to see where you really are against one of the best in the world. Ooh, and he strangles him for pace. The squirts here to behind point of the pad. Should be another leg by that. Now there's a bit of bat there. No signal from the umpire. Bit of bat there. Some serious wheels. As you can see, the machine is loading up.
Definitely Khumalo not faced this pace in his career. Andrich Nortje definitely burning to bowl. And he wants to prove everybody that he's back from injury as well. Beat him by pace there.
And the band joins in with Hier Kom 'n Ding.
Nortje in now. 4th ball, his 1st over back. Cameron Delport wants to go big. One hand comes off the bat. The ball squirts out to short mid wicket. Nielen van Heerden runs around, keeps it down to 1. Score moves up to 9 now for 1. 1.4 overs done.
Obviously, with the Warriors bowlers being too out and out quick, so it'll be interesting to see in the middle overs how the Warriors adapt and what tactics they use, and will they follow suit as what the Tuskers did.
Also interesting to see how quick the run rate can go up here. They have a proper power play. Almost being hit on the head there, the ball not coming up as high as he thought. That will not be another short ball of the over.
Also, another interesting factor is how long do you keep these two bowling? Because you know you need wickets, but you go Jansen 4, Nortje 4. You probably do feel that one of them must go 4 with the situation, seeing that the total is so low.
I think at this stage I will ask Honors to give 4 of the quickest overs he can give us here. Last ball, 2nd over. Getting out of the way almost of that one. Coming back for the second. And that will be off the pads. Back not coming down quick enough there. End of the second, 11 for 1 after 2. Good start by Norke, only going for 2 in his first over.
Nice young crowd here, St. George's Park. People are in. Beautiful Friday evening here in Port Elizabeth.
Lovely evening in Port Elizabeth. To say there's no wind. First time in a long time we can say that. A little bit of a breeze. For people from Kabega, a little breeze is actually no wind. Lovely night out there. Janssen to start the third over.
As he threw the mid-wicket region, Delp will just rock back, and that's 4 more. It was interesting tactics that with no deep mid-wicket and bowls it into the surface and immediately a fielding change. As Kruger comes out of the slip region and comes into a stand-in mid-wicket position.
Also the experience of Delport coming in there, just knows the ball just can be a bit short, he can just lean back and pull. With the pace of Janssen coming onto the bat. Janssen in once again.
Catch! Kruger dives! What a catch! The Warriors are right in this. 15 for 2. Big name Delport gone. Massive name Janssen strikes again.
Bit of bat in front of the body there. Just punches it basically to short mid wicket. That has just been put there. And that's a big wicket. Delport gone for 6. Scoring a boundary. Next ball is gone. And this is a dream start for the Warriors. Janssen on top here. 15 for 2 in the third over. And 2 big names gone for the Tuskers.
It's the importance of catching mid-wickets here down the coast as the wickets are a bit slower. Great fielding change from Breedsky. Next ball it pays dividends.
New batsman Malcolm Noble coming in. 21 games, top score 56. 350s, average of 24. And he's got a lot of work in front of him with 2 guys bowling gas at him. That was also really good work by Pat Kruger running in there, diving forward, taking a brilliant catch. Making up a lot of ground there. That's really good start. Janssen on top here, loves it. Also helps with your fielding side, backs you with good fielding. Probably also think it's going to make it easier for the first change bowlers with these 2 guys taking wickets up front. Can only be nice getting the ball after the 6 overs with 2 or 3 wickets down.
Yes, definitely, James. Also interesting to see the approach here from the Tuskers. Knowing that you got these 2 up front, also have to give yourself a chance to allow yourself in the middle to catch up if need be.
That will be wide down leg. Bat almost hanging there down leg, almost getting a fine nick. Just going a bit straight maybe there. Marco hoping for a bit more swing. 1 extra to the score now. That was something that was impressive from the Tuskers, only conceding 1 extra in the innings.
Extra is massively important, especially the shorter format of the game.
Janssen in once again. Just dabs it back to cover there. No run. Dot balls worth gold here, like we said earlier. Even though they're going at 6 and over at this stage, the wickets might be a problem. We have to look at the wickets column as well.
Yeah, definitely. I think the only way the Warriors have a chance is probably if they pick up 9 or 10 here to give them any chance of winning this encounter.
Janssen in once again.
Short play to deep square. Oh, and it drops short.
Brilliant effort there in the deep, running forward, almost diving forward. Love to see that commitment from the fielders. That was brilliant effort there, running forward. Picking it up on the bounce. Just falling short. I won't say the batsman was in control of that pull shot. Score moves up to 17 now. 2 balls left in the third over.
Kulumala looking for one. Gets sent back.
Stop getting in the grill there, loves it. Never keeps quiet on the field. Tristan Stubbs enjoying, dishing it out there, making sure the batsman know he's there. Also important in T20 cricket to get the correct guys and correct positions here. It's very important, especially the inner infielders. Last ball for third over now.
Catch! Kruger dives to the left. It's another one. It's Janssen 3, Tuskers 17 for 3. It's all happening at St. George's Park, and the Warriors are right in it.
Almost the replay of the second wicket. This time the batsman just giving himself more room down the leg. Janssen just follows him, and all that he can do is find short mid-wicket. And Pat Kruger covering more ground, getting another catch. And Kruger-Janssen mix is working tonight.
Just have to think also the plan here from the Tuskers, knowing that you got out and out quality international bowlers. Yes, you have to take the game to them, but at 17 for 3, it hasn't paid dividends yet.
Not a dream start after the good bowling performance. Not an ideal start with the bat. New batsman Cameron Shackleton taking 2 superb catches on the boundary. Let's see if he can do the same with the bat here. Only his 4th match. Not a lot to talk about in his career at this stage, and he can make himself a big name tonight. We do have a bowling change from the duck pond end. We will have Nielen van Heerden.
Interesting decision, G, to be honest with you. I think, oh no, wicket is the order of the day here for the Warriors. With that being said, Nielen van Heerden is a good prospect with the ball. Had a great 50-over campaign. Good white ball cricketer. So it'll be interesting to see how he goes.
Might also be that Marco Janssen will only have 2 overs from the Park Drive end, and Andre Nortje coming with a win maybe from this side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see now the tactics here from Matthew Bretsky and the Warriors.
Bigger concern is for the Tuskers. They've got 6 overs of serious pace. Only 3 of them are done.
So if you have to ask now, fellow, who do we want to face? Nortje or van Heerden? I know who he's choosing.
That's a good start by Van Heerden. Pulling up there. Wicket to wicket. Coming around the wicket. Well bowled.
Who would you be choosing, G? Van Heerden or Nortje?
I would be taking Kagihle at this stage. Much
Neither.
easier to face. I do have the hit wicket option when I'm batting against Nortje or Van Heerden or Janssen quite easily. Also the big no to stay at the non-strikers end.
It's the safest place to be, as they say, the old adage.
Can't get hit if you're at the non-strikers end. But between the 3 seamers, there's 12 overs of pace. Not that Van Heerden coming in for his 2nd ball now. Calf behind point. Good fielding by Stubbs on the bounce. No run behind square. Noble definitely seeing the ball early up. Squeezing that out behind square. No run. Stubbs just ensuring that the batsman knows he's out here. 17 for 3. Busy with the 4th over. Big fight back for the Tuskers from here.
It's straight down the ground. What a shot. It's his 3rd over pitch ball, and this time he pounces. No foul hits for 4. 21 for 3 after 3.3. You just can't bowl there.
Just maybe going a bit full, hoping for that little bit of extra swing back there. Hoping for the batsman will maybe carve another one to cover extra cover, but this time showing the maker's name all the way through mid-off.
Such a picture to see a left-hander play that cover drive. It just hits differently.
Van Heerden in once again.
He goes through the right-hand side of mid-off this time, and that's 4 more. No foul taking the game to the Warriors. That's too full from Van Heerden. And he deserves to beat for 4 there.
Can't throw that up here at first class level. Have to ensure you hit your mark from the 1st over. There's no time to warm up. From ball 1 you have to be on the mark, and I do think that was a difference. Look at Janssen and Nortje's first overs, hitting the spot. 2 balls left in the 4th over.
No full goes. But the more Vuma in that one there from Van Heerden.
Just pulling back the length. But once again, Noble not scared. Throwing as much as he can at that ball, kitchen sink and all. Scores moved up to 25 now. Busy with the fourth, one ball left. Last ball of the fourth over. That's a wide down leg, almost being strangled there. But nothing on that one, that will be a wide.
Just have to be on the money here with this low total that the Warriors got. So as we said earlier, it's just, especially now with the low total, it's just that 1 or 2 overs can really change momentum. It's big ownership here on the bowlers when they get on.
Got a fielding change here. It looks like Farnick will be coming up. Deep square going out. Looking to pull back the length. Don't want to go full anymore.
That's a catch down leg, is it? No, not out, says the umpire.
Brilliant work by Kishne behind the stumps. Keeping it down to a dot there. That was covering a lot of ground there. And that's the end of the fourth over. 26 for 3 after 4. And Janssen will be giving his third over.
Almost feel after that over, you just also had to give Janssen another now.
Will be interesting to see what Shackleton does. He has not faced the ball. Rough walking in your fourth innings, you have to face Marco Janssen. And you're behind the cue ball at this stage.
Just have to think that the Tuskers can have clear, simple plans here to these international bowlers. Because if you look at the wickets, 2 of Janssen's 3 wickets, they tried to take the match to him and it never paid off. So especially after over that just happened now with 9 off it. This is a simple plan here against him, as he's only got 12 more balls left.
I also think your margin of error against the bowling of their caliber is so small. In for his first ball, third over. Just keeping back the pace there a bit. Squaring up Shackleton first ball. Another dot ball added there. Starting off the fifth over. At this stage the Warriors were cruising. I do think this is where the Warriors got the upper hand bowling wise. But like you said, Robbie, I would like to see what follows here. Will not help the Warriors, who's got a good start and then it falls apart. Janssen in once again. But straight to mid-wicket, Jordan Herman picks up no run. Not happy with the slip, takes him out. That's another person on the leg side here. Plan that worked the previous over.
Looks like his plan is to bowl into the pads here. Give himself a chance of all 3 modes of dismissals here, Chi.
Even the leading edge, the ball that sticks in the wicket.
It's coming around the wicket now.
Quite early to do that, quite interesting as well. Seeing something in the batsman's technique. Three good balls so far this over. 3 dots.
Nice and simple here from Shackleton at the moment. And Afal just walks down the wicket to have a word with him. And I do think it's just to remind him, we got 9 of the previous over. We're chasing 120. Just keep it simple. The international bowler has only 9 more balls left. We don't want to give him a forfeit.
Fielding change, third man going back, finally up in the ring now. Bowling that 4th stump line probably.
Looking for one, Scamper Mokakane. Oh, he misses. Nofal gave up any chance of getting to the other side. And he doesn't miss by much. But they scamper and they get 1.
That's a pressure around there, getting off strike. Hoping for the best, and it worked out this time. Mokakane did not miss the stumps by far there. If a direct hit, it was in the game, that was out. A lot of risk for one. Only the one run off this over so far. Jansen in once again.
Catch! Oh, in space! Gets past Breedsket mid off. And they get home for 2. On another day, that is straight to cover.
Just running the fingers over that one a bit, keeping it back. The batsman a bit early on that one. Luckily finding the gap. Bit of hard hands there through the mid-off region, getting 2. Score moves up to 29 now. 1 ball left in the 5th over. 97 needed to win from here. Short ball down leg. Bit of hesitation by the fielders. Ball to short fine leg. No run. And that's the end of the 5th over. 29 for 3 after 5. Jansen 3 overs, 3 for 50 now. And we have Andrich Norkier back on.
And you just can't hold him back any longer now, G, after that previous over.
So after 5 overs, the Dafabet Warriors were 45 for 1. Tuskers 29 for 3. Not a lot in it at this stage except the wickets. Especially with the top order gone. Still 3 overs left from Norkier and 1 from Jansen. 1 over left in the power play. The last over the power play to be bowled by Norkier. First ball off the 6th over. Luckily to get out of the way of that one. The ball goes down to fine leg for 1. That's serious pace by Andrich Norkier. It's nice to see the man back. Also, it would be nice to see him back in the green and gold as well. 30 for 3 now in the 6th over. Norkier in once again. Just straight to turn around to backward square. Good fielding there by Herman. No run, another dot ball.
So just think with the Patrick Kruger will be important bowler with he'll take pace off the ball here. Change his pace up nicely. We saw the importance of that in the first innings.
He might be a difficult client to handle out there. Norkier in once again. Once again, batsman walking down the wicket to Norkier. Not quite understanding what the game plan is here. They've lost 3 wickets like that.
As we say there, G, you see the big fella, Patrick Kruger, warming up.
He's going to be a handful on this deck. Really clever bowler, Pat Kruger. Okay, 3 balls left in his 2nd over. Pass the umpire now. Bit straight.
So but to full that, and that's 4 more. It's 4 more to the total for the Tuskers as they edge closer to the total. They're 34 for 3 after 5.4.
Just searching for a bit much there on the Norkier. Partnership moves up to 17 now, 34 for 3. 2 balls left in the power play. Interesting to see what the approach will be after the power play from the Tuskers. Pulling that length back. Batsman staying deep in the crease. No run, another dot ball.
Just understanding the situation here. They got the boundary of the over. They are ahead of the game. They know the importance of Jansen and Norkier in this bowling lineup. It's nothing silly.
Final ball of the power play now.
And he goes big. Why, oh why? Oh, drop short from third man. He would have been kicking himself if he got out there.
Not the best shot of the evening. Walking down the wicket, swinging across. Just short of the third man fielder running around. And we have Tristan Stubbs getting opportunity. Doing a bit of arm here. Power play done. 35 for 3 after 6. Tristan Stubbs coming in now. Taking 6 wickets in 71 games. Strike rate. Not something to write home about, but they've got a plan here. Taking off the pace, looking at the field, we've got deep mid wicket, deep square, a long on, long off out in the boundary. And a sweep on the offside. Interesting to see what Novel's plan will be here.
Oh, he's bowled him first ball! Tristan Stubbs strikes. If you mention CSA T20, dial 12. Tristan Stubbs.
Gets him there with a turn that doesn't turn the strike break. That was a good ball, just throwing it up there. Batsman playing completely around that. And that's a good start to Tristan Stubbs' night with a ball. Bowling Malcolm Noble for 16 of 16 deliveries, 3 fours. And he would kick himself if he looks back at that highlights. Completely missing the straight one there. Drawing the batsman out, the ball just sticking a bit.
And gee, this young man, he bats, he bowls, he keeps, and he feels extremely well.
It's not a bad cricketer to write home about. Good guy to pick in your Super Brew team maybe. New batsman out, the keeper. It's not the keeper coming out to bat, my mistake there. Dudgeon walking out, head of the Villiers red guard. $35 for 4 now. Warriors on top, but like we said in T20 cricket, only takes 1 over to change the game. We're looking into fielding positions. We've got a deep square behind, mid wicket out, long on, long off, and a sweeper quad square and offside. Immediately down the wicket. He's not here to hang around, clearly. I think he's been sent in with a job. Stubbs in third ball of his first over. Getting a little bit of turn there. Fielding off his one, bowling another dot ball.
So it's just almost as if at this the score 35 for 4. Whichever team just stays more composed will end up victorious here. It's just much better that. He's just stood still, third ball. Previous 2 he looked edgy and he just works it for 1.
Pushing that ball out to deep mid wicket, getting the 1. Score rolls over to 36 now. 2 balls left in the 7th over. Another dot ball punch to mid wicket. Breeske cleans up, another dot ball. 1 ball left in the 7th over. This is a good start from Stubbs. Just the 1 too long on. 2 off the over. Wicket off the first ball. Score moves up to 37 for 4 after 7. And bowling wise, fielding wise, Warriors are on top here. Also have a bowling change from the duck pond, then CSA T20 will come in. This might get interesting as well. Known to rip the ball square. Left arm around. does help, like a guy like Stabs can bowl a bit of spin as well, especially when you set your team up.
It definitely helps with the balance, G. Balance is so
difference.
important, eh?
Looking at the field quickly, long on, long off, deep at wicket.
Oh, it's over cover. It's a good shot that from Shackleton. And he finds the gap, and that's 4 more. Gave himself a bit of room, and he freed his hands beautifully.
All that Jansen can do is run around and pick up the ball. Good shot there, inside out. Young man come back. Not the best start to Semeto's first over. A lot of work to do from here.
Nice and straight, played around the pad over there.
Might be only the one. Fielder playing with himself there a bit. Is he getting the ball in? Yeah. Let's see what Dungeon's idea will be here. First 2 balls he faced, running down the wicket.
It's down the wicket. He plays and misses. And it's a strike for Semetu. And the Warriors are totally in it. They're on top all of a sudden. With the Tuskers reeling at 41 for 5.
Not the best idea running down the wicket, trying to flick it on the leg side. 4th ball is faced there. 9th ball is faced.
There's one thing I do know, G. Whenever you walk down the wicket, it looks like you're in trouble.
Not a good idea against a spin at this stage. You don't know what's going to happen.
I think it's just so important to play these spinners from deep in your crease, which looks like they rotated strike nicely. A whole game doing just that, and in the first innings. Whenever you want to go down straight on this wicket, looks like the bowler's in business.
I do think in the back of the batsman's head and minds are that we've got Norkia with 2 overs left, as well as Jansen, and that makes them worried they have to get the run somewhere else. New batsman, De Villiers, Ridgard, the keeper coming out. Scored 42 for 5, busy with the 8th over. First ball, great shot, getting a single. Next ball, wicket. Will be interesting to see what the plan is from here from the batting side. This will be a lot of grafting from here on in. I do think the big hitters are back in the hat now. A lot of running, 84 needed of 75. A lot of hard work here. Field stay the same, long on, long off, deep mid wicket, square. And a dead ball being called.
Canny customer Semetu try to creep up on the batter there.
Sneaking in a little quick ball there. Off the pads, no run. Another dot ball to the equation. 42 for 5. Punching it out to long on, long off, coming in, just getting the single. Score moves up to 43 now, 1 ball left, 8th over. Semetu in once again. Just getting the single to the vacant mid-wicket, getting the 1 there.
Nice and simple cricket, waiting for the ball on difficult wicket by the looks of it, and just to hit the gaps off the back foot.
End of the 8th over, 44 for 5 now. And we have another bowling change from a Park Drive end. Andrich Norkia coming in for his 3rd over now.
I think Breedske has got the spot on here with the situation, where the game is definitely there for the taking, and bringing the fast strike bowler up here.
Especially with 2 batsmen out, new to crease. 2 youngsters. New in there.
Deep square, fine leg on the boundary. Also a 3rd man and a sweeper.
Punched off the back foot through the covers. Batsman coming quick between the wickets for the 2. Good fielding coming around there. Just keeping it down to the 2. Good shot there from Shackleton. Just getting in line, punching it off the back foot. Like to see what Norkia's plan is here. Full and straight, another kick down the wicket for him. Dot ball. For 5 in the 9th. Fielders, close in fielders, making sure there's no singles around the bat here. Like I said earlier, all the correct guys in the correct places here. Very important to T20 cricket. Here in once again. Another
Just
punch.
Loops to mid on there. 1 bounce to Brzezinski. Match at the knife edge here, G. It's really set up here. Against Shackleton, the youngster, steer the Tuskers home.
Run rate required, climbing now, it's over 7. Each over they don't get up to that, it goes up. It goes up quite quick from here.
You just can't put the currency on wickets. It just slows everything down.
One short ball for the over there. Each and every ball that's dot goes up, yeah. 80 of 68 required at this stage. Always nice to see the two quicks chatting to each other here. Here in once again. Nice and straight, no run, another dot ball. And this is a good over.
Soaking up the dots. Run rate creeping up here.
Only 2 of the first ball. I would like to be a fly in that conversation now. Okay, ready. 1 more ball left in his third over. Only gone for 10 at this stage. He would love to get a scalp somewhere. Nice and straight. And that's another bot ball. Punch back to cover. That's the end of the 9th over. 46 for 5 after 9. Run rate required over the 7 now. And a lot of hard work now for the Tuskers.
Some good bowling changes here from Brzezinski. So the captain says also done him well. He's really developed proper leadership qualities and skills over the past couple of seasons here. It has grown him into a wonderful batsman and also an exceptional leader.
Definitely made a big difference in his game. Sumetu in for his second over now.
Sweeps, appeals, out! That's hitting the timber. Get your pad out of the way, sir. That's another one for Sumetu. The Warriors are in the driving seat after being in the back seat at the halfway stage.
46 for 6. The Billiard guard gone. Going on the full-blooded sweep. The third ball is facing and he's gone. Trapped in front for 1. Not the best shot at this stage. Just scoring down the wicket would be better. 46 for 6 after 9 now. And the Warriors definitely in the driving seat now. Tuskers has got to dig deep here. Once again, the bowling change, looking to score runs from the one end because there's pressure from the other end. So at this stage, it looks like the Warriors might be even chasing a bonus point win here. Cement now 1.1 overs, 2 for 7. And at this stage, the bowling changes are working perfectly for the captain. New batsman, Nkletwa. He did wonders with the ball earlier. Can he do the same with bat in hand? Fielding change, long on being brought up. Just punched back to mid-wicket, no run. Playing in front of his pad, living dangerously here. 46 for 6. It's not ideal at this stage. Scamper run. Moves the score up to 47 now. Long on being pushed back again. Punched out too long off, getting the single there. Robbie, we still have Pat Kruger in the pocket here. One of you will be needed tonight.
This right, I don't think so, G. I'm tempted to finish Jansson and Nokia off here to give them one of them.
A little bit of turn there, getting the single, just soft hands to backward point. Getting a single out there. There's one ball left in the 10th over.
Do you feel that they 1 wicket away from being properly into the tail here?
Totally agree. 1 wicket. Just misses the off stump, goes back and cut, no run. And that's the end of the 10th over. 49 for 6 after 10. Required rate creeping up to 8 and over now. After 10 overs, the Warriors were 70 for 2. Tuskers reeling at 49 for 6. And we've got a bowling change.
Yeah, you called it, G. You called it. It's that man. It's the big guy, Patrick Kruger.
I read this book earlier today. Pat Kruger coming in from a park drive in. This might get interesting. Ball's a heavy ball.
It's just that pace that kisses the wicket. Gets a lots of assistance on these type of decks.
He does just enough with the ball to get the edge on it as well. Critically the field quickly, far leg back, third man, deep square. Also we've got a sweep on the offside, fairly square. But on middle up. Breedska backing his bowlers at this stage. Bowlers responding with perfect deliveries here. Kruger in.
Oh, it looks like that struck right in front. First ball from Kruger and he strikes. Schletwa gets sent packing.
Missing that one completely, hitting, missing everything except middle there. Hit straight in front and another bowler gets a wicket with his first ball. 49 for 7 now, Tuskers reeling. And it's not a good day with a bat for the Tuskers at this stage. Well done to Breedska, another good bowling change here. He's having a good day out here with the ball, the Warriors.
Whatever Breedska is touching at the moment, whatever decision he's making, is paying dividends here.
So if we look at the lower scores yet, Dafabet St. George's 65, the Warriors versus the Eagles back in 2005, 2006. Then we look at it 80, Northwest Dragons versus Western Province in the 21-22 season. We really hope the Tuskers do not put their names behind this record. They've got 11 runs to play with here. 21, I beg your pardon. 11. And Pat Kruger striking with his first ball. Tobela walking out. A lot of work on his shoulders now.
Kruger in. Clipped off the legs. In fine leg region. Misfield from Van Heerden.
Clear ball.
De Bele dropped his bat there. Bele, sorry.
Almost looking like he threw the bat away, not wanting to face another one.
And that's 50 for the Tuskers after 10.2 overs. Just the problem with that score is that figure number 7. Something that they wouldn't be happy with at all.
Kruger in once again, the short ball, that's down leg, it's been called wide. .51 now for 7, 4 balls left, 11th over. Not the best ball, Kruger going down the down leg. Kruger in. Wicket to wicket.
Rietski around. Oei.
Good fielding. Cuts off the ball too long on. Not a good scorecard to look at here for the Tuskers. 0, 6, 6, 16, 13 not out, 1, 1, 2. Not ideal, a lot of work here for the batting squad. Kruger in once again. Squirts away down to third man. Getting the single. Kept down to the 1. Good fielding. 2 balls left, 11th over.
Kruger has just become such an important bowler in this format of the game. As we could see now in the latest edition of the SA 20. We got into the side there for the Sunrisers and he proved very well, more than efficient with the ball.
Was that guy that you could depend on to throw the ball at him?
Straight up in the air, Nokia turning back over his head. Oh, and unfortunately it goes down.
Brilliant effort by the long man. Tall man running around over his head. Difficult catch. Puts it down, but it's a good effort by him.
Not easy those, turning around, catching it over your head. I do think at his standard, he got composed under that at a certain stage. He felt like he should have taken it.
Shackleton wanting to get moving here. Squared up again, no run. Squirts out to point. That's the end of the 11th over, 55 for 11. 55 for 7 after 11 overs. 71 needed of 54 balls. The run rate just below the 8 now required. Climbing quite quick. A lot of work left here. Sametu in for his third over from the duck pond end now. 2 overs, 2 for 10 at this stage. Will be quite interesting to see what the game plan is from here. With only 3 men left.
Yeah, Sametu has really played his part here. So important after the way the Tuskers spinners bowl, that the Warriors spinners also back their bowlers up, and he's done just that.
Squirts out to square, no run. Robbie, I do think singles will not be enough from here. They have to start getting boundaries somewhere. Can't let a game get away from them as batting unit.
Hit to the long on region, but upish, but it's safe.
Getting the recognized batsman on strike here will be quite interesting. He will have to go for it, but he also can't lose his wicket at this stage. Got himself up to 15 of 21. Down the wicket, no run. Well done by Bretska. Misfield, they get to 1. Can't afford to get sloppy in the field now. Game is not over. Once again.
Reverse in the gap. What a shot. Good shot that. Mslabela gets 4 more.
Score goes up to 61 now. Takes out the reverse sweep there. 61 for 7. 65 needed or 50. That boundary changes everything again. A run rate required below 8. 2 balls left in the 12th over. He wants short third to go a bit wider. Few steps down the wicket, no run, fielded by the bowler. Still think the batsman must show intent here to get runs, can't just dab the ball around. Don't need boundaries, but you do need runs. Another dot ball back to the bowler, end of the 12th over. 61 for 7, 65 needed of 48. And we will have another bowling change from the Park Drive end. Breedsket definitely going through all his bowlers here. No one can say that they didn't have the opportunity to bowl. And Neelan van Heerden back on from the Park Drive end. So fast bowled 1 over, conceding the 9 runs. Definitely band keeping things going here. Start of the 13th over, run rate required over the 8 now.
Skittleton goes over cover. And that's 6 more. It's a lovely stroke from the young man.
Just giving him too much room there outside of. Giving the batsman opportunity to free his arms with no slip in sight. Even if he gets a nick on that thing, is going for 4.
You have to feel that the Tuskers has got a target van Heerden. This might not be his day after the way he started. And Shackleton races to 22.
Much better line, going wicket to wicket there. Just getting the 1 ultimate wicket. 5 of 2. Shackleton not happy. Wanted the ball to go a bit further there for 2.
It's important that the Warriors stay on top of their game here. Such a low scoring game. You know, it's just one partnership or a couple of overs away. They have to finish up the job here.
Banging in that one is short, not 1. Not getting up high enough, but it's a dot ball nonetheless. Kobela just getting out of the way. 58 needed to win of 45 now. 3 wickets in hand, like we said. 1 over can change the game here. Janssen 1 in the bank and Orkia 1 in the bank.
Schlabela's role is vital. You got to get the batter on strike.
Once again, the batsman advancing. Still on the move while hitting the ball. No solid platform, no run.
It's so important that he understands that he's got to get Shackleton on strike. Shackleton has hit the 6th this over. And now Schlabela has now unfortunately faced 2 dots. This will put a bit more pressure on Shackleton than to do something out of the ordinary.
Got 2 balls left here in the 13th over. Can Neelan van Heerden finish strong? Just turns the ball square for the 1. Breedsket cleans up there on square leg. Just the 1.
Nothing different needed from Schlabela. Just keep it simple, young man. And get Cameron on strike.
Score creeping up to 69 now. 57 away. Van Heerden's last ball in his 2nd over.
Shackleton goes downtown. This is a long on boundary. Janssen under it. Janssen safe as houses. Yes, he has huge buckets, and it's in them, and he's gone.
Difficult to get the ball over the tallest guy on the field. Janssen quite easy, just runs in, takes it quite easily. Safe hands. And that's the wicket the Warriors looking for. The recognized batsman on his way back. Cameron Shackleton gone for 23 of 25. Running out of batting partners here. And Van Heerden picks up his first wicket for the night. Caught Janssen, long on boundary. The score now 69 for 8 after 13. Now it's a matter of time. Can the Warriors finish it off? Walk away with a bonus point. Can the Tuskers get 57 more to get them over the finish line here? Semetu will finish his spell from the duck pond end. This stage 3 overs, 2 for 16. He's been bowling really well. Probably I do think from the get-go, I do not think the approach from the Tuskers were correct.
Yeah, 100% G. You're spot on. With that being said, also the Warriors bowled extremely well. I do think that if the marquee bowler Janssen with 3, 2 of those 3 was with players tried to walk him down the wicket to take the game at him. And he goes down the wicket, Darshan Schlabele, he sits over cover, and Herman almost runs past it. He recovers, and they get back for 2. I just think the approach in general on the wicket, I think whenever batters try to hit long on, long off, they got themselves out. So just the approach, whenever they look to hit the ball a bit later behind the wicket, they looked very much comfortable. Lots of modes of dismissals today in front of the wicket at the long on, long off boundary. And Schlabele goes big, as he heaved to the square leg boundary, and it's 4 more. Squeezes in the gap.
Not aiming there at all, but each and every run out here counts.
He's also decided he's got to go. He's got no trust in his spotter at the non-striker's end. And fair, rightfully so. He's got to do a lonesome job here.
Started to enjoy himself now.
He's going again easy. Here he goes. And it's in between long on. Kruger comes around though. And it's only 2.
Good fielding there by Kruger at long on. Keeping it down to 2.
There's some entertainment here, G.
Finally, 49 to win of 39. Game on here. 2 wickets in hand.
And he goes again. Well, I think that's 1 too many, sir. And that's big buckets, Kruger. Who catches that?
Semetu picking up his 3rd. All the way to Kruger at long on. Running in off the boundary. And that's the 9th wicket down now, 77 for 9. And the Warriors on top, 1 wicket away. We have a quick look at other games. Western Province playing the Dolphins. Western Province making 148 for 8. Currently the Dolphins 82 for 4 after 13. We have the multiplied Titans playing Northwest Dragons. The Titans getting 169 for 7. The Dragons currently 87 for 3 after 9. That might be a close finish there. Then we've got the DP World Lions playing Dafabet Rocks. DP World Lions making 223 for 5. And currently the Dafabet Rocks 110 for 4 after 12. That is a lot of runs to score there. Well batted the Lions. Tuskers needing 49 to win. Problem, 1 wicket in hand. And Semetu's got 2 balls to go.
Some runs across the country, G. It's raining wickets here in Kabega.
The bowlers would love and come play here. Semetu in once again. Just dabs it back. Back to sanity here. No run. Final ball of his spell. 3 for 24 at this stage. And he just dabs it out to long on. Gets the 1. Van Heerden cleans up. And that's the end of Siasumeto's spell. 4 overs, 3 for 25. Bowled really well. Did his job. And Norkia coming back for his last over now. 78 for 9 after 14. Only gone for 10 in his 3 overs. It's been bowling really well. Malu at the non-striker end, happy to be this side, I think. And Budasa facing up to Norkia, starting his 4th over. Norkia in now, last ball of your first over. Squeezes out the 3rd man. Not looking at 2 at all there.
Evasive action there, G.
Like I said, it's easier to face him at the non-striker's end. He never even looked at scoring 2 there.
Don't think these two are woken up this morning knowing that they're going to face Anna Nokia. Just shouldn't happen in T20 cricket that you will lose so many wickets. It's like when you see 20 on the day here.
Not the best batting. Nokia in once again now. Full face of the bat down the wicket. Just the 1. Good fielding by Kruger coming around. Malu punching it back for 1. Quite happy to do that, getting this side again. Score moves up to 80 now. 46 to win.
In the Yorker there. Kudaza manages to squeeze that out. The writing is on the wall here. Round 1. Warriors look to put the W on the board. Crowd has also been fully behind the Dafabet Warriors. No surprises with that, with the Kabeka crowd.
Okay, in once again. Oh, slower ball bouncer. Does not get up. 2 balls left in the 15. That's really well bowled. Really good to see Anna's back. Two balls left in the 15. 80 for 9. Man keeping it going here.
Oi, and he's hit him.
That's been solid on the head there.
Need to check up on him there. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, isn't Monday. He's fine.
I would gladly go off now. Happy. Probably I've never understood why you would aim for the short ball and then say sorry when you hit the guy. That was your plan from the start.
Yeah, the plan of the bounce is always to hit his head, isn't it?
And then you say sorry.
I think it's just a courtesy thing, G. Just to check up if everything is in order. But there's a smile from Budaza, that's the main thing. There's
Good
a
thing.
smile.
Good thing.
I'm sure he's answering those 1+1 questions over there.
The bowlers getting together, a little chat as well.
You know where the next one is going, surely you do.
I've read this book, it might not be in the block out.
I'll be surprised it's another switch in music here.
Fixing all the spare parts there.
This is such an important aspect of cricket now, the safety of players. It's so good to see that happen where they just stop the game just to see if he's okay.
Very important these days.
We've in the past, we just said we took it for granted that they're okay when they say they're okay. That is fine. Done the test, completed the test. But here's now the ultimate test. Facing Nokia of the last ball of his spell.
Really good comeback by André Norkia.
Oh! That was quick.
Some real gas there.
That looked blitz.
End of his 4 overs, only went for 12. And it's good to see Anna's back, bowling with some real gas. I can only get better and faster from here on. Andre Groenke, 4 overs for 12, 14 dot balls. And that was good bowling by the man. Welcome back, Anna. Really nice to have you back. 80 for 9 after 15. Run rate required over the 9 now. Pat Kruger back into the bowling attack from the duck pond end.
Yet again, such a well-balanced Warriors team. Starting off their campaign yet again on a positive note.
Full face of the bat, no run. Back to the bowler. Question is, will the Tuskers, they have to start going for it. 46 of 29. One good over gets them back to run a ball maybe. But has to get the bowler to do that from. Kruger in once again. Duck pond end. Booming draft to mid-on, no run. Another dot ball. It's also important for the Warriors to finish off the game now, not just go through the motions. Tight games, this can maybe cost them. After 15, the Warriors were 103 for 4. Tuskers 80 for 9. Two shots there, the leave and late. Wanting to send it over the keeper, too late on that. Another dot ball. Each and every dot ball here at this stage is hurting the Tuskers.
Another dot ball. It's a matter of time here. The Tuskers will just have to regroup. Obviously, there's lots of things here they're not happy with. Their phases, the first innings, are happy with their bowling performance. Even though the Warriors got the most likely going to get the W here, you have to think they'll also have to regroup and rethink a few things that they have to plan and do much better in the second encounter of this campaign.
A lot of chats on the airplane tomorrow. On the way to the next game for both sides.
See, pass mid on that. It's down the hill. Beautiful lush outfield. That's 4 more.
Clearing the front leg and just the big Evo down the ground through mid on. Mid on, mid off, both in the circle. Score moves up to 84. Kumalu getting a boundary there. Score moves up to 84. 42 needed now. Bit of a field change here, square going out. No run.
Can he hit the stumps? Oh, Nokia misses.
He had enough time there to set himself. Almost too much time actually overthinking the process. But another dot ball to point. That's the end of the 16th. 84 for 9 now. 42 needed of 4 overs. 11 and a half, 10 and a half and over. And Janssen back to finish his spell from the park drive end. This can be interesting 6 balls. Janssen at this stage 3 for 15, he needs 3. Coming around the wicket, picking into field, deep fine, third man, sweep out, long on and a square leg on the boundary.
And it's edged. And it's edged past Kashile. And it's 4 more. Budaza adds 4 more.
Score creeping closer. 38 needed now of 23. All of them count. It says 4 on the scoreboard. That's all they need. Doesn't matter how they come. Score up to 88 now. Sneaking one past the keeper there. Janssen in. The big swing. If that was straight, it was out.
The coat of varnish on the stumps there. I think I had to have clipped the top off that G.
It's always nice to see two tailenders just fist pumping each other, backing each other there. Just telling them, you stay that side, I'll be here. I'll back you from this end. Janssen in again.
Oh, proper nut. That squares him up.
That would even have beaten the top end batsman there. All Budaza can do is smile. Janssen just shaking his head, realizing there's not much more he can do there. Janssen in again.
Oof. And has he bowled him?
He has been
Yeah,
bowled.
yeah, the bail has fallen off. Square leg umpires.
Nobody knows
Communication from the square leg umpire. Warriors are celebrating. What's happening? Has he been given out? I think he has been. I think that's that. Batsmen having a discussion.
Just, yeah, it looked like it's over. Nobody knows at this stage. Everybody is.
And that's game over, yeah.
That is game over. Hitting off stump, leg side bail falls off. But that's game over for the Warriors.
An impressive victory from the home team. The halfway stage, we didn't give them much of a chance, G. But as we said, the importance of Janssen and Nokia proved dividends here with the backing up of Sumetu.
Bowling really well here from the start. I do think that's where they lost it up front, the Tuskers. Seen in the beginning, losing all those wickets in the power play, and that got them going. But it's a good win for the Warriors. 88, the Tuskers, all out in the 17th over. That was really good work by the Warriors on the field. A day belonging to the bowlers for both sides, but definitely to the Warriors coming out top here, starting with a W. And let's hope from here on they can keep on going. For the Tuskers, back to the drawing board. I do think bowling-wise they did quite well, but the approach with the batting was not to plan.
Yeah, just at the scores as we can look, Dafabet Warriors scoring 125. All out in their 20 overs, with Pillay getting 29 and Breedsky 25. Don't forget the great spells of bowling by Mshleba. Got 3 for 17 in his 4, and Mshletwa 3 for 19. And then the Tuskers in reply, they were reeling at the start of the innings with the first ball wicket of the innings. And they got 88 all out, with Shackleton getting 23 of 25. And the tail there wagging a bit, and Schleba getting 16. But the start of the innings from Janssen up front with a spell of 4 for 19 really set up the victory, where it was well backed up by Samet, who got 3 for 25, giving the Dafabet Warriors a win by 37 runs.
Well done to the Warriors. Look at the bowling figures there. Janssen 3.4 overs, 4 for 19. Followed by Andrich Norkiewicz, 4 overs for 12, just as good. Nielen van Heerden, a bit expensive, but picking up an important wicket in the middle section. Stubbs getting a wicket from his first ball. He's 1 over, 1 for 2. And we've got Sia Sumetu bowling well from the duck one in 3 for 25. Great spell, and Pat Kruger, as usually, getting his 1 for 10 in his short spell. Very well done to the Warriors. Good win, good start to the campaign, and let's hope from here on both sides can play better cricket with a bat in hand.